Hello all, I hope you are having a fabulous day. My name is Reggie and today I will be sharing with you the YA Best of 2016 tag. This is a tag that's going over on Instagram, but Taylor from Book of Flicks Taylor brought it over to YouTube and tagged me in the video, so I'm really excited to do this for you. It's a pretty good kind of wrap up of the year, so I'm excited to do that. I'm not sure the intent of this tag, but I am interpreting it as books and things I read in 2016, not just like debuts of 2016. Question number 1 is your first read of 2016. I entered 2016 in a reading slump, so I was in the middle of a couple of books. So I think the first book I finished was City of Lost Souls by Cassandra Clare. Since then, haven't finished that series or read another Cassandra Clare book. Whoops. But that is the book that put me in a reading slump, so I had to stay away for a bit. A bit just turned into a year. I was also in the middle of Under the Never Sky, so I finished that. The first book I started and finished was Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. You know, the cute little textbook one, because I was trying to get out of a reading slump. So that's my really long, extended, not real answer for that one. Question number 2 is this standalone kicks butt. For this, I'm going with I'll Meet You There by Heather Demetrius. This is one of my favorite books of this year. It was so absolutely good. It is about a girl named Skylar who grew up in a small town and she has just graduated from high school, is about to go to college, and is dealing with a lot of crappy shit. She also is reacquainted with a previous coworker named Josh who has come back from fighting in the Marines because he lost his leg in combat. Question number 3 is one villain to rule them all. Who is the biggest bad guy? For this, I'm going with Uncle Hiram from the Gold Seer trilogy. I've read both Walk on Earth, a Stranger and Like a River Glorious this year, so it could count as either, but really Uncle Hiram becomes a much bigger threat in the second book, and he is intense. Question number 4 is fiercest female. I was going through my Goodreads and I couldn't find a super fierce female, but then I thought, Vampire Academy, Rose Hathaway, she's pretty dang fierce. She kicks actual butt, and I love it. So I'm going with Rose. Question number 5 is to kiss or not to kiss. Pick your hottest OTP. For this, I am not telling you who the OTP is, but I'm gonna say the sizzlingest kiss, the cutest OTP in terms of like sizzliness, which is how I'm interpreting this question, is the one that forms in Map of Fates, which is the second book in the Conspiracy of Us trilogy. I just read this and my goodness, that kiss was smoking. Question number 6 is Can Do No Wrong, your auto by author. For this, I'm going with Maggie Stiefvater. I was introduced to her books this year. I met her this year. I've read all of the Raven Cycle this year, as well as her standalone The Scorpio Races. I have not read her previous series, The Wolves of Mercy Falls, and though they have reviews, I'm probably still going to read them because I love Maggie Stiefvater so much. Also, anything she ever puts out ever again, I'm going to buy because I love her so much. Question number 7 is BAM, a book to movie done right. I don't have a book to movie YA that I watched this year that I really love, that I can think of at least. So I'm going with a not YA book, but the adaptation was still really good, and that's Room by Emma Donoghue. I liked Room pretty well. I liked the adaptation. It wasn't as good as the book, is it ever? But I thought this one held the tone and the spirit and the good parts of the book very well. Question number 8 is Yule Ball, Glitz and Glamour. Pick a pretty book, I think. Book cover beauty. Forever and always going with Passenger by Alexandra Bracken for this one. First of all, this font is fabulous. These colors are fabulous. This detail in this bottle is beautiful. This cover is a piece of art. And then we disrobe this book, and it's beautiful here too. I can't handle its beauty. It's just so pretty, and I can't wait to get my hands on the sequel Wayfarer, which is going to be even prettier because it's purple. Question number 9 is your favorite fandom. For this one, I'm going with the Raven Cycle. This is my favorite fandom that I was introduced to this year, which is how I again am interpreting this question. But if we're going with favorite fandom like of ever, I'm going with Harry Potter, and like Fantastic Beasts came out this year, so like the extended Harry Potter fandom, I'm a big fan of that. Does that count? I gave 2 answers in case that doesn't count. Question number 10 is new to the scene, best debut author. This author did not debut in 2016, but I read her debut book in 2016, so I'm counting it, and that is Becky Albertalli, author of Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda, which is one of my favorite books. She is a gem of a person, and this book is a gem of a book, and like seriously one of the best debuts I've ever read. That is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Comment down below and let me know what your favorite book to movie adaptation you watched in 2016 is, since I didn't have a really great answer for that one. And thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. I should tag someone. I'm gonna tag Peyton from the book Howler, Ainsley from Books and Things, and Kate from Queen of Teen Fiction. Hope you guys do this tag. I will see you in my next video. Bye.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.